Imagine this: every night as your body drifts into sleep, a silent battle rages within. Inflammation, the hidden spark that fuels fatigue, aches, and chronic discomfort, quietly spreads through your system. It doesn't announce itself with fireworks or alarms. It sneaks into your joints, your organs, and even your mind, subtly stealing your energy and dimming your vitality. But what if I told you that a single simple habit before bed could transform that battle into a silent victory? A spoonful of natural defense that works while you sleep, repairing, calming, and rejuvenating your body from the inside out. Most people underestimate the power of these tiny, deliberate actions. They chase complex routines, exotic diets, and expensive supplements, believing wellness is an intricate puzzle. But the truth is, the body responds to simplicity. It responds to consistent, targeted actions. One spoon before bed, just one, can be a gateway to profound change. It is not magic and it is not a gimmick. It is science, harnessed in its purest, most effective form. While you sleep, your body switches into repair mode, and this small nightly ritual provides the support it craves, quieting inflammation, soothing discomfort, and setting the stage for energy, clarity, and resilience the next day. Think about the cumulative effect of inflammation over months and years. Subtle stiffness in the morning, random aches that interrupt your favorite activities, fatigue that lingers like an unwelcome guest. These are not just annoyances. They are signals that your body is crying out for balance. The right compounds, delivered consistently at the right time, act like a whispering guide, reminding your cells to slow the fire, to restore harmony. Imagine your joints relaxing, your muscles unwinding, your mind clearing as the spoonful courses through your system. It's like giving your body a gentle, restorative hug each night, one that grows stronger with every repetition. The beauty of this practice is its accessibility. You don't need a prescription, a complicated regimen, or a gym full of equipment. You need a simple, intentional choice made with consistency and belief. One spoon before bed becomes more than a habit. It becomes a statement. It tells your body, I respect you, I invest in you, I choose to protect you while I rest. And your body, always listening, responds. Cells begin to repair themselves more efficiently, inflammatory markers decrease, and the subtle tension that accumulates throughout your day slowly dissolves. Consistency is the secret that turns small actions into life-changing outcomes. Most people give up before the results manifest because they look for dramatic overnight transformations. But your body doesn't work in instant snapshots. It works in chapters, in the rhythm of repeated purposeful care. That single spoon every night is a thread in the tapestry of your health, strengthening it, reinforcing it, creating a foundation that supports everything else you do. Imagine waking up with more energy, less stiffness, a lighter mind, and a body that feels genuinely cared for. That is not a dream. It is a direct consequence of investing in yourself while you sleep, and the science behind it is compelling. Inflammation is the root of countless modern ailments, from joint discomfort to digestive unrest to cognitive fog. Controlling it is not about temporary fixes. It is about empowering your body to regulate itself naturally. The right nutrients, timed strategically, signal your immune system to calm its overactive responses. They reduce oxidative stress and give your body the tools to heal. When you take one spoon before bed, you are literally telling your cells, it's time to rest, it's time to restore, it's time to rebuild. And they listen, because your body is always seeking balance. It only needs your guidance to get there. This simple ritual also nurtures your mindset. When you commit to something small yet profoundly effective, you train your mind in discipline, consistency, and awareness. You start seeing that change. It doesn't always require monumental effort. It requires the right action at the right time, repeated faithfully. Each night, that spoon becomes a symbol of your commitment to your well-being, a nightly ritual that anchors your day, reminding you that health is not accidental. It is chosen, nurtured, and protected. Consider the ripple effect of this habit. One simple spoon reduces inflammation, improves sleep quality, and supports recovery. Better sleep enhances focus, mood, and energy. Reduced inflammation lowers the risk of chronic conditions and frees your body to perform at its peak. You feel lighter, more agile, more present. Life doesn't just become easier physically, it becomes richer mentally and emotionally because your body is no longer dragging behind, weighed down by inflammation and tension. Every aspect of your day is influenced by this one small, intentional act taken while the world sleeps. And here's the truth most people overlook. Caring for your body doesn't have to be overwhelming or complicated. We are often misled into thinking that longevity and vitality require extreme measures. But real wellness thrives in simplicity, in actions that integrate seamlessly into life, in choices that respect your natural rhythms. One spoon before bed fits effortlessly into your nightly routine. It doesn't demand hours or energy. It simply amplifies what your body is already designed to do: heal, restore, and thrive while you rest. So tonight, when you feel the pull of exhaustion and the comfort of your bed, remember that your body is ready to respond. All it needs is a guiding hand, a consistent, gentle nudge toward balance. That spoon before bed becomes your nightly investment, your promise to yourself that you will not allow inflammation to quietly steal your vitality. It is small, yes, but small compounded over days, weeks, months, and years creates results that feel nothing short of extraordinary. It is a statement that you are committed to living with more energy, more clarity, and more resilience, all through a simple, intentional act that honors your body's natural rhythms. You have the power to influence your health, not through extremes, not through struggle, but through consistent, mindful action. One spoon before bed is not just a ritual. It is a strategy, a statement, a commitment to your own well-being. It reminds you that the choices you make, no matter how small, have profound effects. The quiet work that happens while you sleep, supported by this simple habit, can change the trajectory of your health. It teaches patience, discipline, and the transformative power of consistency. And as you embrace it night after night, you begin to realize that true wellness is not a distant goal. It is a daily intentional practice that is fully within your grasp. Think about the power that lies in simplicity. In a world that constantly tells us that transformation requires complexity, that success and wellness demand elaborate routines, expensive supplements, or endless hours at the gym, there is something quietly revolutionary about taking a single, deliberate action each night. One spoon before bed is not just a small act. It is a profound commitment to your body and your health. It is a practice that works with your natural rhythms, leveraging the time when your body is most capable of healing, restoring, and rejuvenating itself. While you sleep, your cells are not idle. They are actively repairing, cleansing, and recalibrating, working to undo the stress, inflammation, and tension accumulated throughout the day. This is why timing matters. Taking that spoon at night is not random. It is strategic. It is an act of alignment with your body's own internal clock, a way to harness the quiet hours of the night to support your long-term vitality. The beauty of this habit is that it doesn't require heroic effort or dramatic changes. You don't have to overhaul your entire life or wait for some distant moment of clarity to begin. It is immediately actionable. You simply place your trust in a small, consistent choice. And in doing so, you send a powerful signal to your body. You are ready to invest in yourself, to prioritize your health, to choose balance over chaos. This is the essence of simplicity. It allows profound impact without demanding more than what is manageable, without creating friction or overwhelm. It reminds you that meaningful change does not always have to be loud or elaborate. Sometimes the quiet, consistent choices are the ones that matter most. Consider the mechanics of inflammation. This silent, often invisible process is at the root of countless discomforts and chronic conditions. It is subtle, creeping into your joints, your muscles, and your internal systems without a clear announcement, and left unchecked, it can rob you of energy, mobility, and resilience. But your body has an incredible ability to regulate itself when given the right tools at the right time. One spoon before bed delivers targeted support precisely when your body is most receptive. It acts as a gentle nudge to your cells, reminding them to slow the inflammatory processes, to calm the internal fires, and to focus on repair and renewal. This is not a quick fix or a placebo. It is a scientifically grounded way to work in harmony with your body's natural rhythms. Beyond the physiological impact, this nightly habit cultivates a mental shift. It teaches consistency, discipline, and mindfulness. When you commit to something small but potent each night, you are training your mind to recognize that small actions, repeated faithfully, can yield extraordinary results. One spoon becomes more than a physical act. It becomes a symbol of intentional living. It represents your decision to take control of your health, to act with purpose rather than waiting for circumstances to dictate your well-being. It is a reminder that wellness is not something you stumble upon. It is something you actively create day after day, moment after moment. And the effects ripple outward. The calm induced by reduced inflammation enhances the quality of your sleep, allowing your body to enter deeper restorative phases more effectively. Better sleep improves focus, energy, mood, and cognitive clarity. It reinforces resilience and equips you to face the challenges of the day with greater strength and vitality. One simple spoon is the seed of a chain reaction that touches every aspect of your life. A reminder that transformation does not always require grand gestures, but rather consistent, aligned action. Many people overlook the cumulative power of small habits. They chase monumental change, believing that life-altering results require extraordinary effort. But true transformation often hides in the seemingly insignificant, in the choices that are repeated day after day, unnoticed but immensely powerful. One spoon before bed may seem trivial in isolation, but over weeks, months, and years it compounds into a force that shifts the trajectory of your health. Every night you are quietly, steadily building a foundation of wellness that supports your energy, your mobility, and your overall vitality. It also emphasizes the concept of self-respect. By choosing to care for yourself in this simple, deliberate way, you are sending a message to yourself and to your body that your well-being matters. You are acknowledging the silent battles within your body and giving it the tools it needs to fight them effectively. That act of care, performed consistently, strengthens not only your physical health, but also your relationship with yourself. You are cultivating trust in your own ability to create change, to prioritize what truly matters, and to follow through on your commitments, even in the small, quiet moments of life. This is the transformative power of a nightly ritual. It aligns your intentions with your actions, your habits with your goals, and your lifestyle with your body's natural processes. One spoon before bed becomes a bridge between knowing what is good for you and actually implementing it. It takes the abstract concept of health and makes it tangible, actionable, and immediate. It empowers you to take control of inflammation, recovery, and overall vitality in a way that is both simple and profoundly effective. The most extraordinary thing about this habit is that it demonstrates that you don't need to do everything at once to achieve lasting results. You don't need a perfect diet, a flawless workout routine, or a life free of stress. You simply need one aligned, intentional action repeated consistently. That action becomes a foundation. Every other positive choice, whether in nutrition, exercise, or mindset, builds on top of it. And over time, the compounded effect of these deliberate actions transforms your body and your life in ways that are both measurable and deeply felt. Inflammation is often called the silent enemy, and for good reason. It works quietly, relentlessly, without giving us a clear warning until the damage is already accumulating. It creeps into joints, muscles, organs, and even the brain, subtly draining energy, clouding mental clarity, and creating tension that affects every aspect of life. Most people only notice it when it's too late, when stiffness in the morning slows their movements, when fatigue lingers despite rest, or when random aches interrupt the flow of daily life. But the body is not helpless against it. It has evolved powerful systems to repair and protect itself, to maintain balance and resilience. The problem is that modern lifestyles, stress, poor sleep, and processed foods overwhelm these systems, leaving inflammation unchecked. The solution is not necessarily to fight harder or take more extreme measures. The solution is to support the body's natural ability to regulate itself, and the timing of that support is critical. That is why taking one spoon before bed is so powerful. It provides targeted, concentrated support at the precise time the body is most capable of using it. The science behind this is compelling. Inflammation is a response that is meant to protect us, an immune reaction to injury, infection, or stress. But when it becomes chronic, it turns against the body, contributing to fatigue, joint pain, digestive issues, and even cognitive fog. What we often call aging or sluggishness is often the result of prolonged, low-grade inflammation that no one is paying attention to. Nutrients taken at night, delivered consistently, signal to your immune system that it is time to slow down, to calm the overactive responses, to repair tissue, and to reduce oxidative stress. While you sleep, your body enters a state where it can focus fully on restoration. It stops the constant demands of the day and redirects energy to healing. Providing the right support at this moment is like handing the body a blueprint for repair, a roadmap that guides its cells toward balance and efficiency. Every cell in your body is listening, responding to signals from the nutrients and compounds you provide. A single spoon before bed is not a passive act, it is an active conversation with your body. It tells your cells that it is safe to relax, that it is safe to repair, that it is safe to calm the fire of inflammation that has been burning quietly beneath the surface. This targeted timing amplifies the effectiveness of the compounds, allowing them to work synergistically with the body's natural repair mechanisms. The result is noticeable, stiffness eases, energy stabilizes, recovery improves, and mental clarity sharpens. It is a holistic effect, touching every aspect of physical and mental health. Think about the broader impact of controlling inflammation at its source. It's not just about feeling better in the moment, it's about preventing the cascade of problems that chronic inflammation triggers. Reduced inflammation supports cardiovascular health, enhances joint mobility, improves digestive efficiency, and even strengthens the immune system. Your brain functions more efficiently, your mood stabilizes, and your resilience to daily stress improves. One spoon before bed does not just affect tonight, it influences tomorrow and the days that follow. It is a small act with exponential impact, a simple choice with far-reaching consequences. Many people underestimate the importance of timing in health. They focus on what they take, but not when they take it. The body's natural rhythms dictate when certain systems are most active, and inflammation is particularly responsive during the night. By aligning action with these rhythms, you multiply effectiveness. One spoon before bed is not an arbitrary decision, it is a strategic one. It maximizes absorption, ensures optimal cellular signaling, and leverages the body's natural inclination toward repair during sleep. This is why consistency matters. A single night may not produce dramatic effects, but repeated action compounds over weeks and months, creating measurable improvements in vitality, energy, and overall wellness. The mind also benefits from reduced inflammation. Cognitive clarity, focus, and emotional balance are deeply connected to the body's internal state. When inflammation rages unchecked, brain fog, irritability, ND fatigue follow. Supporting the body and calming inflammation allows the mind to function at its best. You notice sharper thinking, better decision-making, and a sense of ease that permeates daily life. Mental performance is not separate from physical health, it is a reflection of it. One spoon before bed may seem small, but it sets the stage for both physical and mental rejuvenation, creating a foundation for resilience and productivity. This simple nightly habit also cultivates awareness and mindfulness. When you make a deliberate choice to support your body, you reinforce the understanding that health is not accidental. It is a result of intentional, informed, and consistent action. One spoon before bed becomes a nightly reminder that you are in control of your well-being, that small, purposeful actions have the power to shift long-term outcomes, and that you can directly influence the quality of your sleep, recovery, and overall vitality. It strengthens the connection between your choices and their consequences, teaching patience, consistency, and the value of incremental change. Over time, the cumulative effect of supporting inflammation at night transforms life in ways that are subtle yet profound. Stiffness eases, energy levels stabilize, recovery from daily stress and physical activity improves, and the body begins to operate more efficiently. These are not temporary fixes. They are lasting improvements built on the principle of strategic, consistent action. The science is clear, the logic is simple, and the results are tangible for anyone willing to commit to this simple, nightly habit. Consistency is the hidden force behind every success story, every breakthrough, and every transformation, yet it is often overlooked because it is invisible. Most people chase dramatic results, looking for instant fixes, expensive solutions, or flashy routines that promise life-changing outcomes overnight. But true transformation rarely comes in a single moment of brilliance. It emerges quietly through repeated, intentional actions performed day after day. One spoon before bed is a perfect example of this principle. On its own, it is simple, even unremarkable to the casual observer. Yet repeated consistently, it becomes a cornerstone of health, a powerful ritual that gradually reshapes your body, your energy, and your resilience. The power of consistency lies not in doing something once or twice, but in committing to it as a non-negotiable act of self-care every single night. When you engage in consistent habits, you are literally training your body to expect and respond to positive inputs. Cells learn to anticipate repair, inflammation is calmed predictably, and your system begins to operate more efficiently. The body thrives on rhythm, on repeated cues that guide it toward balance. One spoon before bed is not just a physical act, it is a signal that tells your body, This is the time for restoration, recovery, and renewal. Your body, always listening, responds by optimizing its natural processes. Over weeks and months, this repeated action compounds, creating results that feel almost magical, even though they are entirely the product of science and consistency. The difference between temporary relief and lasting transformation is found in repetition, in showing up every single night to give your body what it needs. Consistency also builds a Intel framework for success that transcends health alone. When you commit to one small, deliberate act repeatedly, you train your mind in discipline, patience, and perseverance. You begin to understand that life-changing results do not require dramatic, unsustainable effort, but rather the intelligent application of small strategic actions over time. One spoon before bed becomes a nightly affirmation that you can influence outcomes, that you can direct your own health and energy, and that you are capable of following through on commitments to yourself. The ripple effect of this mindset is profound. It enhances confidence, strengthens self-trust, and creates a sense of agency that carries into every area of life. Many people fail to achieve their goals because they overlook the compound effect of small habits. They focus on the dramatic, the immediate, and the extraordinary, but neglect the power of repeated, aligned action. True consistency works silently but powerfully. Each night, the body receives exactly what it needs to repair inflammation, support recovery, and prepare for the next day. Over time, the benefits accumulate in ways that are both measurable and deeply felt. Stiffness diminishes, energy stabilizes, sleep quality improves, and resilience increases. What may have seemed insignificant at first, a single spoon before bed, becomes the linchpin of long-term health and vitality. This principle also demonstrates the importance of trust in the process. The results of consistent action are not always immediate, and they may not be dramatic at first glance, but every repetition strengthens the foundation for greater results in the future. Just as planting a seed requires daily care before it blooms, your body requires consistent nurturing before you experience peak performance. Night after night, the act of taking one spoon builds this foundation, layering support for your immune system, reducing chronic inflammation, and enhancing recovery. The benefits may be subtle at first, but they accumulate in a quiet, unstoppable way, creating lasting transformation that becomes evident in your physical energy, mental clarity, and overall well-being. Consistency also aligns with how the body naturally works. Biological systems respond to regular signals and predictable inputs. Inflammation, sleep cycles, hormone production, and cellular repair are all regulated by patterns. By providing your body with the same support at the same time every night, you are optimizing these natural rhythms. One spoon before bed is more than a supplement. It is a timed intervention that maximizes absorption, signaling, and effectiveness. This strategic alignment enhances the impact of a simple act, turning it into a powerful tool for ongoing health and vitality. Furthermore, consistency fosters a sense of empowerment. When you realize that a single small habit repeated faithfully can influence your body and your life, you reclaim control. You are no longer at the mercy of external circumstances, stress, or fatigue. You learn that your daily choices, no matter how small, compound into meaningful outcomes. One spoon before bed becomes a nightly victory, a tangible demonstration of your commitment to yourself, and a reinforcement of the principle that transformation is earned, not given. This mindset shifts everything. It teaches patience, responsibility, and the extraordinary impact of sustained, intentional action. Over time, consistent habits build momentum. Each night, the body receives care, inflammation is reduced, and recovery is enhanced. Each morning, you wake with more energy, greater clarity, and a sense of well-being that reinforces the value of your nightly ritual. Momentum feeds momentum. The habit becomes effortless, integrated seamlessly into your lifestyle, and its effects amplify other positive behaviors, creating a cycle of health, energy, and resilience. Consistency turns the small act of taking one spoon into a life-altering routine that supports physical performance, mental acuity, and emotional balance. In essence, consistency is the bridge between knowledge and results. You may understand the importance of reducing inflammation, supporting recovery, and improving sleep, but without repetition, that knowledge has little impact. One spoon before bed is the tool that transforms understanding into action, and action into lasting change. By committing to this simple nightly habit, you harness the power of repeated action, strengthen your body's natural rhythms, and set the stage for profound long-term wellness that touches every area of your life. When you step back and look at the journey of health, energy, and vitality, it becomes clear that transformation is rarely about sudden breakthroughs or dramatic interventions. It is about small, deliberate actions performed consistently with intention and awareness. One spoon before bed may seem simple, even insignificant at first glance, but it embodies the principles that create real change. The power of a single habit, the strategic support of your body and mind, and the unmatched strength of consistency. Each night, as you take this small, purposeful step, you are investing in yourself. You are giving your cells the tools to repair, your mind the clarity to reset, and your body the calm it needs to function at its highest potential. By embracing this ritual, you are not merely reducing inflammation or improving sleep. You are reclaiming control over your well-being. You are sending a powerful message to yourself and your body that you are committed, that you are intentional, and that you value the life you want to live. This is the essence of true transformation. It is built quietly, steadily, and faithfully, one choice at a time. When the habit becomes ritual, the ritual becomes strength. And that strength transforms every area of your life. Remember that extraordinary results are rarely the product of extraordinary effort alone. They are the cumulative effect of repeated, smart, and aligned actions. The simple act of one spoon before bed encapsulates this truth perfectly. It is small, it is manageable, it is immediate, and over time it produces profound impact. It teaches patience, discipline, and trust in the process. It reminds you that lasting change is earned through consistency and commitment, not through shortcuts or luck. Your body is listening, your cells are ready. Every night is an opportunity to invest in yourself, to give your body the guidance it needs to calm inflammation, restore balance, and rejuvenate your energy. When you choose to honor that process, when you embrace the power of a simple nightly habit, you unlock the potential to feel stronger, lighter, and more alive than ever before. This is not just about health, it is about taking ownership of your life, one intentional choice at a time, and stepping into a version of yourself that operates at peak vitality every single day. The choice is yours, and the time to act is tonight.